We're here today in a residential neighborhood where we're replacing a pop-up sprinkler head that's been damaged. We're going to replace it with the new DigEnder. First of all, what we do is you find the head, which in this case it's 5 or 6 year old growth, so the head is down 2 or 3 inches below the turf surface. So first what we do is I find the pop-up. Okay, now what we must do is cut all the way down to the main water line. For that we'll go out a little wider and create a hole approximately 12 inches in diameter. Now we'll remove this ring of turf. And set it aside. Now we get down all the way down to the water line, which will typically be 6 to 8 inches below the turf. You'll notice this piece I've removed from the sprinkler head. The turf has grown, this is approximately 5 years, the turf has grown 3 or 4 inches deep or thick. Now, over a longer period of time, that turf continues to thicken and grow deeper, and your sprinkler head continues to end up further below the surface of your lawn, and consequently the pop-up will not go high enough to clear the watering of your lawn, and you lose efficiency of your sprinkler system. So there's a need over a period of time, almost regardless of wherever a sprinkler system is installed, to raise the sprinkler heads by anywhere from 2 to 4 inches. This particular installation was originally done with swing joints. With a little manipulation here, I'm able to move this swing joint around and bring the whole thing up to what looks like an acceptable level. As you're probably aware by now, we have A, B, C, D DigEnder sets that can be utilized with virtually any of the most popular of pop-up sprinkler heads that are available in the market today. Matches can be made very simply with a chart we have produced that is on our website, DigEnder.com. The 6-inch or even 12-inch pop-ups, the DigEnder can also be used on them. In the retail stores, we do sell, for convenience, we sell the unit assembled, and so you would buy it in the store sitting on the shelf looking like this. For example, the A, B, C, D sets were made so that the sprinkler head fits in close proximity to the bottom cap of each of the DigEnders. The reason for this is when an installation is made, whether it's a swing joint, a straight T, the particular size of the DigEnder works very well for that. Just for your information, the cylinder walls come pre-cut. However, they also come for the professional who's going to do many installations. They come in a 4-foot length and can be cut, as I mentioned earlier, to any particular length that's necessary for the job. Now, what we have are 4 pieces: the top cap, the bottom cap, and the 2 cylinder walls. We're going to put those together, and you may see on the edge here, I found, for ease of installation, a little piece of black electrical tape really helps in holding everything together the way you want to. I typically take and put the halves together, put the little piece of tape on, and now you have your cylinder halves held pretty well together. You then take, this is the bottom cap. Also, the bottom cap has a 1/2 inch and a 3/4 inch punch out for either size riser, which are the most common, 1/2 and 3/4. So the first thing you do is put the bottom cap on, and in this case we have a 1/2 inch riser, so I do not need to remove the knockout. Then you slip the top cap on, and your DigEnder is complete. Now, all we have here is, you'll notice there's also punch outs for different size sprinkler heads. So we now screw off the sprinkler head and we see it doesn't fit into this hole. Therefore, we take our needle nose pliers and grab, in this case I believe it's going to just be the first punch out, and we grab it and take it off. That increases the size of the hole to where I believe, yep, fits this particular head. So we're now ready to screw this completed DigEnder and sprinkler head into the riser. It's really no different than just screwing in just the sprinkler head. The advantage is, over a period of time when the turf grows again or this head gets mowed off, all of this digging and all this work we have done to this point does not need to be done again. It's just a matter of unscrewing the head, because this is all, keep in mind, buried underground now. It's unscrewing this head, putting a new one in, kind of like changing a light bulb. To finalize the process now is, I find it helpful to take a couple of handfuls of pea gravel and put it underneath your unit. The pea gravel isn't really necessary, it just really helps in the drainage, and keeping in mind the water that now has drained into the DigEnder is clean with no rocks or debris or anything in it, which would normally happen when you dig a hole like this. It's clean, so you're just basically working in clean water. In this case, the installation is complete. You may notice, or have noticed, it takes a little bit longer, a couple more minutes maybe, to install the DigEnder, but the key to it is once the DigEnder is installed, all of this digging, all of this work that we've done to this point need never be done again as far as the digging to repair a damaged sprinkler head. It moves it literally from a 30-minute job or more to no more than 3 or 4 minutes. Turn this down. Now what we have is a newly installed DigEnder, and as you can see, you can't even tell it's in the ground, and any future repair will just take a minimal amount of effort